Hello! Welcome to episode 68 of Rathergood Chat, which means today we are discussing comedy. Rathergood Chat, Rathergood Chat. Let's all have a rather good chat. Rathergood Chat, Rathergood Chat. Ding! La la la, it's a Rathergood Chat. I'm Joel.
And I'm Dave.
Hooray! Oh, David, shoot. It's time for us to have a talk. Your favourite joke is, what do you call a fly with no wings? It's a walk.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you. Was that right? Was that factually correct?
I don't think it's my favourite joke.
No, I meant as in what you call a wingless fly.
Oh, no, that's true. Yes, that is true. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
it's a good, solid joke, isn't it?
It is a solid joke, yeah. Yeah, it's a solid joke.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Dave.
Yeah. Full marks on the song. Good.
Thank you. Wow, I don't think I've ever got full marks before.
Yeah, 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1. I mean, I normally get 0.0 out of 1. So
yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. Yeah.
And we don't normally go in for fractional scores, but I include the digit after the decimal point just to drive home how zero it is.
Yeah. I mean, I actually get a printed receipt at the end of each week. And it's like a whole ream of paper on which is printed an awful lot of zeros in a very small typeface. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I send that to you every week.
Yes. Yeah, it's my score. Yeah. You warn me that they'll be audited at some point, so I have to keep them as well.
Yeah, but you've got a 1 this week.
Yeah, I've got a 1. This is brilliant. Yeah. It'll be on a single sheet of paper with just a very large number 1 covering the sheet of paper.
I was thinking a very, very large sheet of paper and a very tiny one.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
Written in a very light grey ink.
No, that's more in keeping with your general kind of demeanour, isn't it?
I mean, I get through a lot of ink every week on these meetings. So I thought...
Yeah. I've got a bath full of squids and just kind of squeeze them into the printer every Monday morning.
Do you mean squeeze? Do you mean squeeze the squids so that the ink goes in the printer, or just kind of mash loads of squids into it?
Yeah, no, my printer's got a slot into which you have to feed some squids. At least I presume that's what the slot's for.
I do like the phrase, my printer's got a slot, instead of a mild amount of pride.
Yeah. All the massive with printers with slots in say yeah. Ooh. So, have you got any slots in your printer?
Oh, none. No, my printer's not very functional at the moment.
Right. Okay.
I've lost its cable. And I keep meaning to look online to find a cable to replace it, but I'm lazy. I haven't done that
By
yet.
cable, you mean the rope which is tied to the squid so you can slap it against a piece of paper until the right kind of meaning comes out on the stains, right?
Yeah, it's a sort of esophageal cable, really.
Right.
That allows the printer to digest the the organic matter it requires to function.
Right. Okay, yeah, I see. Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is all good, isn't it? Yeah. So the printer actually digests flesh.
I assume so. Yeah.
And that's what powers it?
I've never really looked inside what's going on, but it requires a constant stream of living organic matter.
And what comes out, there's a constant stream. The hopper must never be empty.
Yes. Yeah, otherwise it gets angry.
Right.
You wouldn't want that.
No. And what comes out of the printer in return for this constant stream of flesh?
Well, thin sheets of something which is almost entirely unlike paper.
Right.
That sometimes have some kind of indecipherable runic carvings on them.
Nice. Oh, that's good. So does it take the solids as well? You're okay with bones? If you've got a leg, say, can you just feed the whole leg into the hopper?
Yes, it's got another vent out back where the undigested bones kind of drop out onto the floor.
Okay, you don't have to flens anything or anyone.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, you can hear this kind of ungodly stomach churning crunching coming from inside it sometimes. So I think it's doing its job.
in there with the screams and the howls and the kind of low guttural roars. Yeah. Well, that all sounds good. I was talking to my friend James earlier, and he was saying he went to the Horniman Museum, which actually is just around the corner from where I grew up, so I have happy childhood memories of that museum.
Right.
And saying that he saw
the museum of horny men.
Yes, that joke was made. Yes.
Oh, good, excellent.
But in there they have a rainproof jacket made by, I think, not actually Inuit, but a similar kind of Arctic community tribe.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is like the kind of equivalent of your modern day cagoule, like Pacamac type waterproof Mac, which folds down, and it's made of guts.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, like a gut Pacamac, and like kind of vaguely see through, stretched intestines. Yeah.
Whose guts?
I don't know. Somebody waterproof.
Right. Yes. I think guts have to be waterproof, don't they? Otherwise,
or else all your water would come out.
Everything sort of mixes together inside you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. There's quite a lot of fluids both inside and outside the guts, aren't there?
Yeah, and some of them need to stay outside the guts, and some of them very much need to stay inside the guts.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why they make great anoraks then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably get some guts and give it a go.
Well, I mean, I would, but most of my spare guts go into the printer at the moment.
Really? I just add them to mine. I mean, I've got a lot of guts now.
You do have quite a few livers, don't you?
Yeah, any spares, anything really. I just kind of, open up a new slot.
You round them into your slot, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably doing some good in there, I expect.
Probably.
I mean, something's happening in there. I can feel movement, so something's happening. Yeah.
You are so incredibly detoxed. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I mean, I am quite full of toxins for someone who's detoxed.
Well, yes, a lot of them come from the rotting livers, don't they?
Yeah, the rotting livers and guts and, spare pancreases and things that are all shoved in there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I waste not, want not. That's what I say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Got a spare giblet? Shove it in. What harm can it do, eh?
You hang around the butchers when they're closing.
Got any giblets?
Yeah.
Shove them in. Yeah.
Are these for your dog?
Maybe.
Yes.
Potentially. Yeah. Any brains? Shove them in through the ear.
Any
any lungs? Just kind of ram them into your chest.
Do you have to ram them into roughly the right area?
No, not really. I mean, most of it goes in the abdominal cavity, but there's no point shoving a brain in your abdominal cavity, is there?
So this is a thing, like your internal organs can move about, right? They shift about.
Yeah, mine kind of constantly dancing.
So after major operations where the surgeons have had to kind of move stuff aside and move things around, there's some degree of where they came
Is that
from.
A standard operation? Like, you know what? I think you'd be better off with your liver in your legs. Okay. Yeah.
I was thinking about more like moving stuff out of the way to get to other bits.
Okay.
But apparently there's some degree of putting them back where they came from. But
basically they just slap them in.
Over the next few days after the operation, your organs sort of just kind of shift back to where they're supposed to be.
Really?
Apparently.
They have the little tentacles come out and they claw their way back.
And of course, the same thing happens after pregnancy as well.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's amazing that our bodies can sort of reconfigure themselves inside.
Yeah.
I think this is a skill we should probably train.
Yeah. Well, I feel better about the way I'm haphazardly slapping organs into my abdominal cavity now.
Yeah, you can
feel they'll all end up in the right place.
Yeah, you can feel the brains kind of swimming up.
I'm not going to bother trying to get them through the ear canal anymore because, I'm sure it doesn't do them any good mashing them that small.
No.
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, I'll just shove them in. I'll just open up my slot.
Interesting you go for ear and not nose. Nose seems slightly easier.
Yeah, I don't want a load of brains up my nose, mate.
No, you're right.
What are you,
a horrible
bloody weirdo?
That would be grotesque.
Yes. You're weird, Dave. You're weird.
I've crossed a line there, haven't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have. Yeah. We don't shove brains up our noses. Did they not teach you anything at school? Stop putting brains up your nose! Wrap around the knuckles with a ruler. That's where this country's gone wrong, is teachers can't wrap you around the knuckles.
Stop it, boy. Where do you keep getting them from?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen the school hamster recently?
He's just lying upside down on his cage with all his organs and his brain gone. I mean, I started with the hamsters, obviously, because I was smaller then.
Yeah, that's true,
But,
yes, yeah.
You know, but now bigger the better, I reckon.
Yeah, blue whale pancreas, in it goes.
Yeah, shove it in. If anything, it's just a bit of a shame there's no whaling anymore, because you've got to go and catch them yourself now. In the old days, you could have just hung out at the whaling shop and grabbed the bits as they brought the whales in.
One whale, please.
Yeah.
Need a bag for that. Yes.
No, it's all right. No, just open up the slot, shove him in. They go in quite easy. They're kind of,
quite slippery, aren't they?
They are, and they're the right shape. They just go in,
Yeah.
Slurp them in. Yeah.
Are we talking the entire whale here?
Yeah. Just shove the whole thing in.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. This bits will migrate to the right parts, right?
What happens to all the skin and bones and stuff? Do you have to get rid of those in the normal
I cough them up like a pellet, like an owl.
Oh, like an owl. Yes.
Yeah. Like an owl. Yeah. So, how are you today, David? Anyway,
I'm all right, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
How are your organs today?
All in the wrong place.
Right. You just give them a shuffle for reasons of your own.
Well, yeah,
over the weekend?
I've been training my body's internal ability to move my organs around over time. I've been working on it for quite some time.
Like a magician would practice his card shuffle.
Exactly like that, yes. So as a test, I opened up my front and sort of just sloshed everything around, pushed some stuff into my legs and arms, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then zipped myself back up, and I've just been lying very still.
Oh, you've got a zip on there now?
I do now, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea, because I'm just constantly making new incisions. I'm a lacerated mess.
It was incisions and then stapled back together, but after you've pulled the staples out and put them back in a couple of dozen times, it's a mess, really.
Right. I thought I might lace myself up like you would do with your trainers, but
that's a nice idea.
Yeah, but a zip's a better idea, isn't it?
You'd have to install those little round eyes,
Oh no, I'm using actual eyes for that.
Of course you are. Yes, yeah.
Oh, they don't work very well. They're a bit mushy.
No, they're absolutely useless for the task.
Yeah, but they must have been called eyes for a reason, right?
Yes, you're right. I can't think of any other reason.
No, somewhere back in our history, we must have used eyes for that purpose. To do up your shoes. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Obviously. Yeah. So we're supposed to be talking about comedy today, Vid.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we? Yeah.
What's your favourite anecdote relating to or about comedy?
So many years ago, I used to go to a bar in Southampton. It was a sort of performance space. It used to have very small and dingy and a bit of a dive, but they had bands and they had comedy and all sorts going on.
If you had an ant theatre, that's the command you would give them, isn't it? There's perform ants. Perform ants. Yes. So is that what happened in that space?
It was mostly ants, yeah.
Actually, if you did it in space, that's how you entertain astronauts on the way to Mars, on the long, boring voyage to Mars, isn't it? It's with performance space on the rockets.
I'm not sure of the grammar of perform ants as a noun.
Perform ants.
See, that's an instruction. The perform ants space.
You're in space. Perform ants in space. We'll have a performance. We'll have a performance space in the rocket. You'll be fine. Don't worry. It'll keep you entertained for the 3 years it'll take you to get there. And go, okay, great. And then you lift off, and you're right. Let's hit the performance space. I'm bored. You get there, and it's just some ants, and you're in space.
Yes.
And you have to shout perform ants at them.
There's no technical problems with filling a spaceship with thousands and thousands of ants, I'm sure.
No. I mean, you're going to need quite a lot of ants or they're not going to perform anything useful, are they?
Yeah, you're right. What kind of things do they perform?
Oh, I was just thinking, like, you could probably attempt to get them to put on a performance of Othello, and what they actually do is just colonise the spaceship.
But it's a metaphor, Joel. It's all a metaphor.
It is a metaphor, isn't it? Yeah. So that's okay. Anyway, sorry, you were telling me about this the Performing Ants in Southampton.
Oh yeah. So it was a good place. But every week there was this one guy who came in and did poetry.
Okay.
And everyone loved him. He was sort of a local celebrity. Everyone cheered wildly. He was like really loved. His poetry was incredibly bad, like stunningly bad.
Is it kind of like accidental comedy? Is that the kind of level?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. It didn't seem mean spirited. Everyone really liked him. Yes. So I never quite worked out what was going on. Like it didn't seem mean spirited. It didn't seem like he was like the whole place was laughing at him behind his back. So I don't know if he was doing a comedy bit and the poetry was terrible on purpose, or if people just really liked the fact that he had the guts just to go up and do it every week and respected that. I've never known if it was comedy or not.
Right.
But it was It was quite funny.
Right. People were laughing.
A bit, yeah. Smiling.
So he knew that people were finding it funny.
And he didn't seem to mind at all, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, it's probably okay.
Probably, yeah.
What sort of thing? Can you give us a flavour of it?
I can't really remember. A lot of it was like satirical, political poetry, but all so incredibly heavy-handed and obvious, like rhyming politicians' names with rude words, things like that.
Okay.
I can't really remember exactly any poems.
Yeah.
But so I'd never really worked it out. When was the last time you saw any live comedy?
That is a good question. I saw some locally a few months ago. Oh God, that's ages. Is that the last one I saw? God, it might be. That's terrible, isn't it? I keep saying to myself, I'm going to go and see more live comedy, and especially like support my local comedy night. And I seem to not have gone for ages, which is really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think some time ago. But it was jolly good. I mean, it was good fun. It's always good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, and there's that thing again. Like it's just very impressive to see someone get up on their own on a stage and do that. That requires a degree of bravery, I think.
Right.
I think almost more so than playing music, because playing music, you've at least got like the music to hide behind. When you're doing stand up, it's just you as a person and your thoughts and voices, and like, there's nothing in between you and the audience that you can kind of hide behind.
Yes,
I find that quite inspiring.
Yeah.
I could never do it. I'd melt out of pure embarrassment within seconds.
I mean, I have done some stand-up comedy, and it was great fun. And I thought to myself, "Oh, I'll do more," but then I didn't, because it's not the kind of focus of what we do as a rule, is it?
Yeah,
It was.
You ran out of mother-in-law jokes as well, didn't
you? Yeah. I did stuff based on a kind of slideshow, mainly because I did a slideshow. I did a thing called Pecha Kucha, which is like you've got your slides are in a deck which automatically ticks over every 20 seconds or something, which means that everything rattles along.
See this?
Yeah, you might well have done.
Yeah.
It kind of rattles along, and it's a way of stopping, because you do nights where people do talks, and they're always everybody always goes on and on and on far too long, because everybody is always much more interested in their own thing than anyone else is in anyone else. So it was a good format for keeping the talks interesting, because you couldn't linger on a slide.
I'm fascinated by my own thing.
Yeah. Which thing is that?
I can't say.
No, okay. I mean, I've got a lot of them. I've been shoving extra ones in. Just to be on the safe side,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I did one of those, and instead of doing a series, I think they wanted me to talk about rathergood.com. Instead of doing it seriously, I just did something insane about giant squids and stuff.
Right, that sounds on brand, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. So I did a couple of stand-up things with a variation on that show, which was really good fun. But yeah, no, I never kept it up. It's just effort, isn't it? You've got to go out in the evenings and like...
Yeah, you've got to go out. That's the worst bit.
You've got to interact with humans in the world.
Yeah.
You're not even allowed to borrow any of their organs. You've got to leave them in.
Yeah, I always think I could be
organs inside their skins.
I could be sitting at home with noise cancelling headphones on, ignoring my family.
Yeah, just kind of with a big bucket of organs. just kind of slapping them in, trying to find some space for an extra spleen here or there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's how I like to spend my days.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm going to jump backwards because you're not literally, this is conversationally. It's a metaphor. Simile. Unintentional comedy poetry. It was recently Easter, and I remember when Easter ticked over, I came across the first line of a poem I'd never come across before, called Eastertide, which begins with the line, "Dear Lord, the day of eggs is here."
That's the kind of thing to be bellowed.
Yeah. Dear Lord! Like in The Wicker Man, where he's going, Jesus Christ!
Yes, exactly that. Yeah. The day of eggs has come. Repent.
Dear Lord, the day of eggs is here.
Wow, that's a brilliant.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah.
I presume the rest of the poem can't hold up to that.
I think somebody had gone to the effort of digging it out, and it was neither good nor particularly funny, but it's a brilliant start. Dear Lord, the day of eggs is here.
Good. Yeah,
doesn't get much better, does it? Really?
That's such a strange thing. The eggs aspect of Easter is not the most Christian bit, is it?
Well, no, it's an interesting festival, isn't it? One of my kids asked where Easter came from at Easter lunch, and I very briefly touched over the kind of pagan festival of rebirth and stuff, but I didn't want to go into too much detail because I was with family, and you never want to step on anybody's toes when they are kind of into the whole Christian version of Easter. But it's very pagan, isn't it? Like
very
the kind
pagan,
of the pagan stuff is really close to the surface, and like it's really doesn't kind of withstand even the most cursory of scratching, does it? It's like rabbits, eggs. Right.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Comedy, anyway.
Oh, just one more thing on Easter. I just learned, I had no idea, that in America, the traditional Easter meal is ham.
Is it?
Yeah, because lamb's way less popular in America.
Oh, right,
than other places.
Yeah. I was going to, seeing as we're talking about comedy, I am going through the IT Crowd with my children at the moment.
Okay, interesting.
Classic comedy from the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about Graham Linehan. We're just going to think about the comedy, and we just watched an episode in which are you familiar with the IT Crowd? Can you remember?
Absolutely, yes, I can. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
There's an episode where Moss, one of the main characters, thinks he's applying to go on a German cookery course, and it turns out that the man was actually advertising for someone to be killed and eaten, but his English wasn't particularly good. So I want to cook with you. Meaning, I want to actually use you as an ingredient, and it's just I just love that. It's cannibalism as comedy, brilliant. Yeah,
yes. The episode where they go to the theatre, I think, is my favourite one. That's just absolutely perfect.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is that one episode which is quite problematic in hindsight, for reasons that Graham Linehan would no doubt. Have lots to say about.
I'm really reluctant to go into all that stuff for obvious reasons.
For sure.
That's not what this podcast's about, is it? But anyway, there you go. But yes, very, very funny. It's lovely to dig out some classic comedy that is still funny to the kids, right? Because not everything works to a modern eye. But that is still funny. Yeah. It's quite interesting looking, because obviously the IT tech is from before they were born, right? So it's all quite old, but a lot of the advice still stands. Like, have you turned it off and turned it on again is still the only way you ever need to fix anything. Oh, and is it plugged in? Like, it fixes almost all problems.
Yeah.
Actually, that same episode, I think it's the same episode. Yeah, it is. They've got a whole thing about going out for a cigarette being exiled to the Soviet Union.
Oh, I remember. Yes, yeah. She ends up having to traipse for miles through the freezing tundra.
And of course, that is a very time-specific bit.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's this little tiny window that we all lived through between everyone can smoke wherever they like and no one can smoke anywhere really. And like that period of time is actually very short where it was being phased out.
It was a massive like social change that happened very quickly.
Yeah. I didn't bother to kind of explain it because I was like, well, there's, I'm not sure that really helps. Maybe I should have explained it. But I mean, the concept of having a smoking room at the office must seem very strange.
Well, I did a job in an office ages ago when I was quite young, where people just smoked at their desks. Yeah.
I worked at. I remember the bit where you weren't allowed to smoke at your desk anymore, but you had a smoking room, and you had to go to the smoking room. In fact, there was a comedy show called The Smoking Room, right?
There was. I remember. Yeah. Who was in that?
Yeah.
Who was that by?
I can't remember.
I do remember that vaguely.
Yeah.
Everyone would have to sit in this tiny stinking room and struggling to breathe.
Yeah, this tiny little window of time. Yeah. And of course, nothing like that feels like it's incredibly fleeting while you're living through it, does it? It just feels like the way it is.
Yeah.
But these things are so fleeting. It's just a transitional moment. And then no references about it make any sense ever again.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That particular storyline in that episode must be just baffling these days.
Yeah, because of course the Soviet stuff doesn't really translate either, right? Because they haven't lived through the fall of the Soviet Union or the Cold War or anything.
Right. Yeah.
So there's like just a lot of references that don't really translate. But still quite funny, even if it's a bit baffling. So that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward. There's lots of IT crowd left to go through. There's some real, like there's some real kind of there's some real comedy chops in it, right? Like the Chris Morris performance as the boss in the series is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then when his son comes
Matt Berry comes in.
And it's Matt Berry, and it's like because they hadn't seen Matt Berry being Matt Berry, right? And I don't mean this really as a criticism. It's just Matt Berry always plays Matt Berry, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of slams open the doors of the funeral and kind of does that fist clenching, Father! Yes. And then immediately he's completely casual. Like it's the first time the kids had seen him do that, and it's so funny. He's very good at that.
he's so quotable from that show. There's so many moments like the opening a drawer in his new job and going, "Wow, a gun! Wonder if it's loaded." And then immediately putting it in his mouth.
He's great. Very, very good. No, I'm enjoying it. I'm glad we've got plenty of it left to go.
What is your all-time favourite sitcom, would you say?
Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna be really infuriating and not give you a straight answer because I think I'd have to think about that. Like the thing that springs to mind isn't really a sitcom. It's just like the thing I've been thinking about how brilliant it was lately a fair bit and wondering if I should rewatch with the kids is Flowers.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Which is a work of absolute sublime genius.
Yeah.
But would you call it a sitcom? I don't think it's a sitcom, is it? What is it?
I think it's edging into the sort of comedy drama end of things.
Yeah.
I'd put it in the same category as stuff like Fleabag or that kind of
Right.
thing, which
Yeah.
is sort
Yeah.
of, was it called like a dramcom or something, or
Dramedy. You're thinking of Dramedy, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it is. It does have the structure of a sitcom.
It does.
But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it a sitcom. Yeah, it's kind of on riding a line there, isn't it? I think.
Well, also, it's not just about structure, because you're right. It does have the structure of a sitcom. It's more that when you say sitcom, I think there's an assumption about how lightweight it's going to be.
Yeah.
Flowers is absolutely not lightweight, right?
No, it's arguably more sad than it is funny.
Yeah.
And it's very sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is an incredibly beautiful piece of work.
No, I absolutely loved it. Yes. Yeah, amazing.
I'm surprised it's not like a bigger part of culture, because it is so good. I don't really understand why it isn't one of those things that everybody knows and gets quoted.
Yeah, I agree. Was it one of those things that came out on like BBC Three and
maybe? I mean, I only watched it because somebody told me I had to watch it, not because it was kind of you watch a lot of stuff because it's in the zeitgeist and you're like, okay, I better watch this because like it's what everybody's watching.
I watched it at the same time. I went through a weird kick several years ago in which I watched all at the same time over the course of a few weeks. I watched Flowers and Fleabag and BoJack Horseman.
Right.
So,
okay.
Going for all the
depressed yourself
comedies
really
that are also really depressing.
Yeah.
So I absolutely was in such a weird headspace at the end of that.
Yeah, I bet.
So I'm a sucker for a comedy that also makes you cry. That's great.
No, it's nice. It's nice when that stuff makes you feel things, doesn't it? But also, like there is a place for just silly comedy, for sure. There is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like Flowers is not a very good answer, is it? I don't know. What's yours? You give me an answer.
What about your classics, like your Blackadder's and your Fawlty Towers, or your, To Go American, your Friendses, or your Seinfelds?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, like Fawlty Towers obviously is great, but I always kind of missed the Monty Python-ness of John Cleese in Fawlty Towers. Right. It's like I really enjoyed it, but I mean, and it is objectively a very good show, but like everything else that John Cleese has done, I've kind of missed the edge that he has in Monty Python. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like you're putting him in a bit too much of an enclosed space. It's not just John Cleese, actually. It's I struggle a bit with most of the Pythons outside of Python.
Really?
Not all of them, but Michael Palin has transcended it, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
But but I don't think any of the others have ever really transcended Python for me. The American ones, take or leave them, clever writing, but no cultural resonance with my experience of growing up. And then Blackadder's great. Yeah, Blackadder's really good. Like I tried to watch it with the kids, but we made the mistake of starting on episode 1 of season 1, and I just think that was a mistake. We should probably just forget season 1 exists.
Start with season 2 and go back.
So I might
watch it as a curio if you want.
Yeah, I think we might revisit Blackadder, but starting at season 2 because it didn't land.
The show changed completely in between 1 and 2.
Yeah,
not just like a different setting, but
you get why I thought, oh well, it started at the beginning, but that was I think that was a bad call. I don't know. I mean, there's some of the stuff I have really fond memories of The Good Life from childhood.
I was going to say Good Life because I know it's like one of the safest, although it's not. Yeah. It's not quite as safe as everyone remembers because there is a sort of quite saucy, like wife swapping undertone to it.
There's definitely.
They are only ever an extra bottle of cabbage wine away from swinging, right?
I mean, it's constantly alluded to, isn't it? It is a bit saucy. Yeah.
But no, I really love Good Life. I think it's such a lovely sitcom.
I haven't rewatched it in ages, but I really love Felicity Kendall is adorable, isn't she? And
absolutely.
Richard Bryce is just lovely.
Yeah. The cast are all good. They're all like British sitcom royalty.
Yes, yeah, and
Yeah, it's just a very, very charming, likable show. I've always thought, it's not the
and there's
most
nothing wrong
challenging.
with that, right? There's
No,
nothing wrong
absolutely.
with that at
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
I've recently, not recently, but in the last few years, become a huge fan of the sort of more uplifting, positive sitcom. Like for America's done a lot of them recently. Things like Parks and Rec and Community and Brooklyn Nine
yeah,
Nine and The Good Place. Like shows that don't have a cynical heart at all. They're very positive and
yeah. I
and
mean,
that
I
can
kind
easily
of
come across as twee or pat, but yeah, when it's done right, a lot of these shows have the same like people behind the scenes, like is it Michael Schur? I think.
I was gonna say like those ones. So like The Good Life, I love, but I'm a sucker for the philosophy, right? And I love the philosophy bit of it.
Right. Yeah.
I studied philosophy, and I loved that. Um,
The Good Life or The Good Place.
Sorry, The Good Place. Sorry.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
God, everything good starts with the good. There's a thing there. So Community, and what was the other example you gave?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, actually, yeah. So Community. I mean, it's great. A lot, and like a bit like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like very sharply written. I mean, these things are extremely professionally done, right? They're very slickly written.
Yeah.
Community, I enjoyed very much, but I kind of watched a couple of seasons of it and then realised I was just going through the motions and watching it because it was the thing I was in the process of watching, so I stopped.
Yeah.
And I've never been tempted to go back to it.
I do think Community does suffer from going on a bit too long. And it had a weird thing as well where the showrunner got fired, so one of the seasons is by a different showrunner and it has a marked change in tone.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, I haven't had any desire to go back to watching it, even though I didn't get, you know what I mean? And I think there's, for some reason, I mean, that's to do with the characters, obviously, right? For some reason, the characters are likable, but for some reason, they didn't suck me in. What I was going to say as a counterpoint to that, the exact opposite of that, with none of the slickness, but all of the character, is Only Fools and Horses, which which I really like. I really, really like, and I wonder if that's worth a rewatch because I haven't watched it in ages.
Only Fools and Horses was one of those shows that I kind of appreciated and respected, but it never really did much for me.
Right. That's interesting. I wonder if there's an element of personal experience in it. I don't know.
I've never lived in a flat in Hackney.
Yeah, I mean they were in South East
Peckham.
Yeah, Peckham. Yeah. When I was young, only till I was 11, but when I was young, I used to live around there, and not in a block of flats, but the like next to the flats, and I don't know, like I always kind of felt quite a very warm feeling towards the place and the people in it, which counts for a lot. I mean, I think a lot of what we're talking about here, is saying those slick American sitcoms we started with, like Seinfeld, and I was like, well, take or leave them, really. Like you can recognize that the work is exceptional, the craft is exceptional, but if you are not connected to the characters, it's never going to have the same impact as something where it might be slightly less polished, but the characters have absolutely got you committed, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I always felt about Friends, and this is not a controversial thing to say, but like the setup is a bunch of 20-somethings muddling through life, and the theme songs are, lyrics like "Your job's a joke and you're broke and your love life's DOA," and then the show comes on, and it's these 6 impossibly beautiful people with a succession of impossibly beautiful girlfriends and boyfriends, gradually succeeding in incredibly glamorous jobs. It's like, okay, yeah, this isn't anything relatable at all.
Yeah.
I don't believe or relate with any of these people.
Living in the most exclusive part of the most expensive city you could be in, speaking English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to say it wasn't well written and funny, but I never had that
again, it's funny, but there's no relatability at all. Yeah, but it did very well, right? So not everybody feels that way.
Of course not.
I think maybe some people like Seinfeld as well.
Again, Seinfeld, I feel like I just missed that one. Like maybe I was a bit too young for
maybe I was too
transgressive and different it was when it came out to affect me.
But I'm sure a lot of it is just those characters are so unlike anybody in your life,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm tempted to go back and do a Fools and Horses watch with the kids and see if that works, like starting at the beginning.
All right.
May or may not. I don't know. Yeah.
I was wondering, I haven't seen it in many years. I was wondering if the young ones still holds up, or is it
do you know,
very
it's
much a time capsule?
disappointingly, yeah, it's disappointingly kind of like, what's the word? It's a bit sloppy. You know how you try and tighten things up, right? And it feels like they hadn't got to the point where they were tightening things up. Like,
no, right.
Watching it back,
okay.
like, sorry, I watched it back with Zach. This is still a few years ago now, so it's not 100% fresh in my mind at all. But I was really surprised at how the kind of, oh my God, transgressive hilarity of it just isn't there anymore.
Right.
And how it feels like something that just is slightly, you know, just it's just a little bit shoddy. And a lot of it was at the time was about how incredibly, because I remember it as being absolutely mind blowing, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it at the time, those goalposts have moved, right? So it's much harder to watch with a youngster now. You don't get the reaction.
Yeah.
That you did get. Yeah.
In terms of the tightness or lack of it,
yeah,
isn't that part of the appeal? It's sort of like the comedy equivalent of punk, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should probably watch it and see how you feel.
And no one's a virtuoso musician, but
yeah, I mean, what I would probably say is more like I watched the Blues Brothers recently. Same thing. Watched it with Zach, thinking this is going to be amazing.
Yeah,
watched it, and it's like, oh, actually, this film needs to be at least half an hour shorter than it is.
right.
You know, like there are a lot of it should be done quicker than it's done.
Right. Okay.
Just because it was done at a time when people weren't so used to everything being snappier.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Yeah, so again, Blues Brothers, very disappointing on rewatch.
Really? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, very disappointing. It was much too slow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, could do with a very heavy edit.
Did you try watching it at 1.5 times speed?
That might have improved it, potentially.
Yeah.
Especially the music bits.
Aretha Franklin's just too slow, I've always thought.
Yeah, but it's interesting because not everything is affected by this. Like I watched Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Right. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Had me laughing and laughing like anything. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Yeah. So not everything that was done a few years ago.
No, I mean pacing is different these days in media, definitely.
Yeah,
that's not like a recent sudden change. Like you look at TV shows from the 60s, they're glacially slow, more like plays,
Yeah. There's I tried to watch actually because there's a show at the moment called Last One Laughing or something on Amazon.
Oh yes,
which everybody seems to be talking about. But interestingly, we watched a bit of that, and interestingly, it was I think the first kind of experience of Bob Mortimer and Richard Ayoade that the kids had.
Oh, really?
And
wow.
Is because of that we're watching the IT Crowd.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like let's watch something where he's
So did they find Richard Ayoade funny on Last One Laughing? Because his humor
they did.
Incredibly dry. Right.
They did. They loved him, but we didn't watch all of the show. I mean, I think maybe we're not enjoying it as much as some people are, because some people are absolutely raving about it. But
yeah, I watched it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I thought it was fine.
It's another one of those shows where it's just get some comedians together, and the format of it is almost irrelevant, right? It doesn't matter. It's some contrived format so that 6 funny people could be funny at each other.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I'm not.
It's so weird. The lack of laughing, it's very odd. It makes a lot of jokes like not land, and it's. I find it quite strange.
Yeah, I'm not one of its fans, but it did give me an excuse to say we need to watch some older stuff with Bob and Richard Ayoade, which
Yeah.
is why the IT crowd, and then I think we will move on to something Bob Mortimer. Although I think maybe Shooting Stars. I did dig out.
I was going to say, I was just thinking that. I think maybe going straight into Smell of Reeves and Mortimer might be a bit of a culture shock.
Well, I went further back. I went back to Vic Reeves' Big Night Out and watched the first few minutes of the first episode of that. But it's quite inaccessible because it's shot like a kind of event in front of an audience, and the sound isn't great, and it, like the whole thing, I'm not sure it's aged brilliantly, not in terms of the comedy, because I still thought it was very funny. There's some great, like, it's the man with a stick. What's on the end of the stick, Vic?
Yes. Yeah.
Love it. Guess is what's on the stick. It's not any of those things. Like
the original Big Night Outs that were live and just held in a room above a pub. That's one of the things I wish I could have been old enough and in the right part of the world and knowing the right people to have gone and seen that live.
Oh, it would have been incredible, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Like in my life, I wish
it would have been absolutely incredible.
I wish I'd seen Bowie live, and I wish I'd gone to those. I think.
Yeah, no, I would have. Absolutely. I would have absolutely loved to have gone to those. So I didn't. I mean, I'd happily sit and watch them on my own, but I'm not sure they're a great place to start with the kids, just because the way in which they're shot is a bit difficult to access. So
I would say probably Shooting Stars. Yeah.
Yeah. I you know what I was saying about the Pythons? Like, I feel like I've always felt the same about Shooting Stars, in that, like, I love it. It's great, but I've always found it slightly like they've clipped their wings in the name of making it more accessible, and I kind of missed the sheer mayhem of their less formatted work. But
okay.
But it's still great. Objectively, it's great, and it definitely is an easier place to start. So I think.
I mean, I
think maybe when we're done with the IT crowd, we'll dig out Shooting Stars and see how they get on with that.
Catterick, which is more of a sitcom format.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting that.
Yeah.
So do you have any particular favoured stand-up comics?
That's a good question, isn't it? I do like Henning Venn.
Okay, yeah.
I do find that very entertaining. I don't know. I mean, do I have a particular favourite? I mean, most of the big names I find a little bit not. You know what I mean? Like, who's yours? Go on, you do it. Who do you really like?
I'm a huge fan of Stuart Lee.
Okay, no, that's good. Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah, no, that is a good answer. Yeah, okay. Actually, I was watching a clip of him just the other day doing a bit about jungle rope bridges. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah, I have, yes. Yeah.
And it's so good, isn't it? Like, he does it as a kind of... It's kind of a parody of him doing it. The thing is, he's quite political, right? And it's like he's doing a bit about Thatcher, but it's like he's doing a parody bit about him doing a bit about Thatcher.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is a bit meta and makes it sound a bit bad, but it's about jungle rope bridges and it's very funny.
I can totally understand how some people don't like Stuart Lee. I can totally get that.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely, for sure.
I think it's so beautifully constructed and really funny. There's one of his shows, and the bit at the end, it's like 20 minutes about the phrase pear cider made of 100% real pear. And it's a 20-minute long bit where he seems to completely lose his mind and have a nervous breakdown and starts screaming about stuff. And it's just so well constructed. There's a whole narrative going on throughout it about his childhood and memories and the commercial world co-opting stuff, but it's about lots of other stuff as well. It's all just really nicely woven in, and it's just beautiful. It's such a beautiful bit of comedy. There are few comics who structure their shows in that way, and And he even jokes about it, right? He even jokes about, like, people say he structures this comedy well, but all he really does is make a joke at the start and then pull back to it at the end, and everyone like applauds how clever it is. That kind of thing. Yeah. I think people often bounce off his stage persona, which is very much bitter, jealous, failed comic, right? And he's quite hates the audience and hates himself, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
which is an act, it is a performance.
Yeah. I was just thinking, there's a couple of people who I really should mention. Like, I love Spencer Jones. I think he's great.
Yeah.
And he's more on the kind of insane side. And there's one particular act which I love and I watch every Christmas, which is Jeremy Lyons' 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, right, yes. Right, yeah. That's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love it so much. I guess it only really works if you have been or had in your life somebody who drinks more than they ought to.
Yeah. To sum it up, it's a man attempting to drink 12 pints of lager.
No, it's wine. He's drinking.
He's
knocking back
red
wine.
It's wine.
That's but he's doing one on every round. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the last, when he gets to 12, he's doing one per day. So he's trying to do 12 in a row. It's
yes. Yeah.
But it kind of degenerates because he gets drunk and it degenerates, and I think it's wonderful, and I watch it regularly. Like I say, every Christmas it comes around.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, Jeremy Lyons' 12 Days of Christmas. If you haven't seen it, you must watch it. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So Joel, I feel like we haven't even really touched upon this subject, but it's coming up to time, isn't it?
Oh gosh! Oh, it is. Wow. Yeah. I mean, we should do comedy more because, like, we've hardly scratched the surface of it, have we? Yeah. Maybe we should do this again at some point.
Yeah, we'll do comedy too at some point.
Yeah. Let's do that. So I guess first of all we need to say, is it thumbs up or thumbs down for comedy?
Well, it's got to be thumbs up, isn't it?
It's obviously it's thumbs up. Yes. Yeah. And the next thing is, what should we discuss next week, Dave?
Well, no, we've got to discuss what this looks like in a new world order.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Good point.
So is it everyone must be funny?
Everyone must constantly be doing a stand-up routine all the time.
Well, it doesn't have to be a stand-up routine. It could be pratfalling or,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. God, we haven't even started on physical comedy, have we?
No, right? Nothing.
Oh, yeah. There's so much that we haven't touched. Yeah, we definitely need to come back to this subject.
We could have talked about writing comedy as well, since that's a thing we do.
We actually do. Yeah, haven't touched on that at all. Yeah. I think there's probably going to be several episodes on this, aren't there, in one way, shape, or form. Okay, well, let's come back to it. But I mean, I guess we could keep coming back to it, or maybe we should have time in between doing something else.
Well, it'll make a nice break from talking about parasitic worms every week.
I mean, parasitic worms are an important genre of comedy, right?
That's true.
Parasitic worm comedy. Yeah. Parasitic wormedy.
Let's not get derailed into talking about parasitic worms again.
But I do like parasitic worms. I am an enthusiast.
So in our new world order, everyone must be constantly funny.
Yes.
In some way, up to them.
Yes. Yeah.
Or they'll be thrown into the fig.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
And as they're thrown into the fig, there'll be a comedy slide whistle sound.
Yes. And I guess at intervals on every major thoroughfare, we should have trestle tables with freely available custard pies. So people can just pick them up and throw them in each other's faces. Yes, it is. Yeah. And they have to be available on the trestle table, right? Because that's how you provide custard pies.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good. Well, I'm glad we've got that set. So what do you think for next week then, Dave?
What's a good thing to talk about next week? Have we talked about exercise?
Not that I'm aware of. Exercise as in exercising demons, or exercise as in moving legs and arms?
I was thinking about the moving legs and arms, but, you could do exercising demons. That's fine.
It feels like they're two separate subjects.
Exercise or exorcism? Which one should we do?
Let's do it. Should we do exercise? Oh, you choose. Which would you rather do?
Shall we do? Do you know what? I was going to say exercise, but I'm leaning towards exorcism.
All right, exorcism.
Like a more fun topic.
All right, exorcism next week. Exorcism it is.
Okay,
brilliant. Yeah. See you next week, Dave.
See you next week, dude.
Bye.